I wasn't even recording. Oh my gosh, I did a whole video and I wasn't even recording. That is mind games. Mind games, mind games, mind games. But well, listen, take two. Welcome to another video. Listen, if you haven't seen my previous video with Nate B. Lit, 98 Minutes of Truth, go and watch that. Link down below. Listen, that video is full of gems, knowledge, everything. I'm telling you, just go and watch it. It was a really good video. Now let's get this video started, right? We've got the whiteboard back with another bang, you know, back dropping some value, back dropping some gems. So stay watched and stay tuned. Now listen, I'm just gonna get straight into it. I just did the whole speech, not even a whole speech, I did a whole video and I wasn't even recording, but we'll move, right? So hold on. So there's a battle. Oh, take two. There's a battle going on, right? It's not in the battlefield. It's not physical. You've been watching this channel long enough. You know it's to do with up here, right? Now, a simple thing I can give you to understand where this battle is coming from is a few examples, right? And the first is, you put an alarm in the morning. Let's say you got to go gym early, you got work, or you've got something you got to do, but you have to wake up early and you've had a late night. You hear the alarm go off. The part of you goes, hit snooze, I can wait 10 more minutes. I've got 15 more minutes. Then oh, what's a fat B? Oh, yo. And then 2 seconds later, you're like, you know what? No, get up. We gotta go. We gotta go do this. Get up. Let's move. Before you even wiped the boogers out of your eyelids, you got an internal conflict going on within your mind. You're fighting already. Before you even took your first action, your first step, you've got an internal conflict going on. And I can give you another example, and it has like to do with opportunity. An opportunity arises. You're like, yeah, no, this is a great idea. I think I can do this. I think this is amazing. I think I got this. Yeah, do you know what? We're gonna do this. And then 2 seconds later, you're like, do you know what? I don't think I can do this. This is gonna be very difficult. Do you know what? I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead, and I'm gonna stop. This is the battle that I'm talking about. This is the war that I'm talking about. And this war has a serious effects on everyone and their life. And it's the reason why some people are able to achieve results and the reason why some people are not. Now, results are a big thing in this lesson. So I'm going to put the results thing here. It's a big reason why some people get results and why some people don't. Because they have an influence. Because what is the results? Results are in the physical world. The results are the last step of the puzzle. The last step. Right? So what is it that gives you these results? It is the battle that is up here. It is the battle within. Now I need you to understand this. Remember, you can't change you. You can't change your results without changing you. Now, to understand what I'm trying to say in this sentence, first is to understand, remember, your results are you. But I'm also going to show you you here. Hey, get out of here. Right? Here you are. You. Here you are. You. And we've got another version of you here, but I'll draw you later. Right? Here is you. But this is your body. Your physical body. And this is where all your action takes place. That is the last step before you get the results. Right? And then up here is also you, but it's your mind. Now, you're probably wondering, why did I make the mind so big and the body so small? Because your body is the instrument of the mind. Your body is the instrument of the mind. Your body follows whatever the mind tells it, right? If your mind is filled with fear, what happens? Your body tends to hesitate. You tend to stutter. You tend to be indecisive. You tend to struggle to make decisions. Why? Because your mind is filled with fear. So all the body is doing is following the instructions from the mind. Hence the reason why your body is the instrument of the mind. That's how it works. That's what it is. And that's why I made the mind bigger than the body. Why I didn't make it bigger than the body, it was actually Bob Proctor, right? But that is why it's bigger than the body, because you have to understand that the mind is powerful. The mind is the key here. The mind is the first step to getting the results, right? Now, let's talk about this battle that a lot of people have got going on in their minds, right? Where a part of them says this, and then a part of them says this, and then a part of them says this. They're in conflict. Now, this battle is a massive battle, right? Because we have loads of different things inside this mind, right? And the first is fear. Big one. Pride. Courage. Faith. Empathy. Discipline. I'm trying to find more negative ones, but I can't. That's funny, but cool, right? We have all of these things which are a part of you. Now, when you're arguing with yourself, of the two examples that I've given you, where it's like, you want to hit snooze, but the other part of you's like, come on, we got to go do this. That's the courageous part of you. But then the prideful part of you, or the undisciplined part of you, or whatever part of you, right? The other part of you is like, no, don't want to do that. We can do this. The battle, right? Now, these things are all you, remember, because the mind is you. Hold on, you, body, you, right? This is where the internal conflict is going on. It's going on between fear, it's going on between pride, it's going on between faith, it's going on between courage, discipline, empathy. All of these things are fighting for your attention, fighting to be the loudest, because once one is the loudest, they have power and control to get whatever it is they want. Now, it's not necessarily that they want anything, it's that they have their own motives. Fear has its own motive. Empathy has its own motive. And also these are voices, right? Now listen, you're not the only one for those, right? You're not the only one that has voices in your head. We all have voices in your head. So don't worry, the people in the white coats ain't coming for you, right? But we all have these voices: fear, empathy, pride, faith, courage, discipline. And they all have their own motives. Hence the reason why they speak, right? They speak to you because they want to get whatever it is they want. Fear, all fear is trying to do is genuinely, it's just trying to protect you. It's survival, isn't it? It's just trying to protect you. Pride, they're all trying to protect you, I guess. Right? Now, let me tell you why this has a massive impact on the reason why some people are getting results and some people are not. It's because, as I gave a previous example before, when your mind is filled with fear, you tend to hesitate, stutter, be very aware, be very careful and cautious, and because that's what's in control at the moment, because you decided to listen to fear. Now, when someone decides to listen to it for such a long period of time, it kind of becomes them. And what happens? Like, you make it stronger. Every time you listen. It's like, yeah. Listening to fear. And as you're making one of them stronger, you're making the others smaller. So what happens? Empathy types to go. Faith starts to disappear. Courage slowly starts to disappear. And it's not as if they disappear. It's that they start to get quieter. And what starts to take control of the whole mind? Fear. Fear starts to take a hold of everything. So now it's like in your day-to-day life, in your day-to-day actions, you may be confronted to do a task, but you might be fearful. You might want to start a business, but you might be fearful. You might want to do all of these things, but you can't do it because you're fearful, because fear has taken over the mind. It's taken control. But here's the key thing. Fear is not you. Yes, it's you. Yes, it's a part of you, but there is a real you. And this is where people get confused because they get too consumed here, right? Now the real you is over here. Now what did I draw? I draw the controller. You are a controller. You are in control of all of these things. Now how is this? This is also you. Now you're probably thinking, what the hell? Is this guy even making sense? Yes, let me land, right? These are voices in your head that you can hear. These are different parts of you, different entities. And the more you listen to one, the more stronger it becomes in a quieter one. And the quieter others become. Right. But if they're voices and you can hear them, then that's not you. That's not the real you. Yes, they're you, but it's not the real you. Because how can you observe something? How can you hear something and not be it? It doesn't. Do you get what I'm trying to say? That is not you. You are. That's not the real you because you can hear it. You can observe it. If you can observe something, you can't be that thing because you can watch it. Right? That's where people get confused. They start thinking they're this, but instead the thing is here. Now the real you, remember, also has motives too. But the problem where people go wrong is that their motives, right, is results, right? It's a certain type of result. They have a motive. The controller, you, has a certain type of result that you want to get. But the problem is they're not exercising their ability to control. They're not exercising their ability to choose what voice they want to listen to the most. And what they do, they make the mistake of letting this multiply and take control. Which does what? Which alters them, their results. Which changes their results. And remember, this has a motive. So now their motive takes charge. The reason why you're not happy, the reason why you're not this is because you're not getting the results that you actually wanted. You're getting the results that fear wanted. Now fear thinks it's good because it's protecting you. But the real you sits down upset, disappointed, stressed out because you're not getting the motive, the results that you wanted because you got confused. You made the mistake of thinking this was you when it's not you. You let this, you let fear, you let pride, you let anxiety, you let all of these things take control over your mind when they have their own motive. You let these entities control you and lead you further away from wherever it is that you wanted. Hence the reason why some people get the results that they want and some people don't. Because they simply don't understand that they're the controller. They can choose. You can choose who you want to listen to. You can choose which voice you want to feed. You can choose what entity you want to entertain and feed. And the more you feed one, the stronger it becomes. And the more that becomes attached to you. And the more that turns into your identity. And the more of that's what you become. Essentially identity shifting. Essentially changing your results. Essentially getting what it is that you actually really wanted. Stop. This is the battle. This is the battle that's going on that no one's speaking about. The battle in the mind, the battle between the voices, the battle between the entities of who's trying to take over, of who's trying to control you. Now listen, I've never understood this line so much more than now. And it's, if you want to know what someone's thinking, look at their results. Because results do not lie. Because results do not lie. If you want to know what someone is thinking on a day-to-day basis, look at their results. Because results do not lie. How can they not lie? Because the results are a direct correlation. The results are you. Your actions and your body is you. Your mind is you, but the real you is you here. So if they're not getting the results that they want, then you can have a clear understanding of who's actually in control. You have a clear understanding of the voices that they're choosing to listen to, the voices that they chose to strengthen, the parts of themselves that they chose to strengthen and de-strengthen. That's all it is. It's exercising the right. It's building the mind. It's exercising the right of the controller to choose whatever it is that you want. Because this is the last step. That is the last stage. And this is why they say, and this should make you understand it a lot more. You can't change your... What is that? Oh. You can't change your life without changing you. You can't change your results without changing you. What do you mean? Let's reverse engineer it. You want something, right? You. It first starts off with you, right? Mind. But we can call it mental faculties. I spelled it wrong, but you know, mental faculties. Action, which is your body, which equals results. If you're not happy with your results, start here, because this is the end. Start here. You start with the controller. You start by choosing. You start by choosing who you decide to let in. I don't know if you've seen the movie Inside Out. This is similar to Inside Out. This is similar. This is similar. These are all entities. They all have their own characteristics, their own individuality, their own motives, their own wants. But you can't let them take control and seize the ship. You can't let them drive the boat. They're not Kodak. Don't let them drive the boat. Do you get what I'm saying? Because that's what happens. It starts to take over and lead you astray. And that's not what you want. You don't want to be led astray from things that you don't want. It's about practicing the things. Now, I'm not saying any of these are good or bad. It doesn't really matter about what's good or bad, if I'm honest with you. What actually matters is the results that you want. Which one is going to get you closer to your results? Which one? Which one's going to benefit you? Which one's going to empower you? Which ones are going to accelerate you to get you to your results? And I don't think you need a calculator for this. But I know fear is not going to get you the results that you want. I know being prideful is not going to get you the results that you want. It's building the courage. It's building your discipline. It's building your faith. It's building those aspects of you. It's listening to those voices instead of these. It's strengthening these entities instead of these. That will get you the results that you want. That's all it is. Now you're thinking, how do I do that? How do I do that? Well, listen, first things first. If you're feeling stuck, trapped in the same cycles, stuck in the same loops, DM me clarity and we can talk. Right? You know I started my coaching business. We can talk. Mindset, everything, we can talk. But I'm going to tell you, right? And I've already given you the answers. If you was listening, you probably know it already. It's simple. The first thing is knowing. The first thing is awareness. You have to be aware. Because why do some people do the things that they want to do and why do some people don't? It's through understanding and it's through motivation. I've just given you the understanding. I've given you the understanding of your mind and the battle that's going on within up here with the voices. You need to go out and get the motivation. You need the motivation to change. You need the motivation to listen to the fear. You need the motivation to follow the faith. You need the motivation to do the things that's going to get you the results it is that you want. The first step is to be aware. Understand that you are the controller. You can choose who you want to listen to. That is the first step. Ticked off the list. This is easy as that. This is not rocket science. The second step, when making a decision, who is making this decision right now? Who is speaking? What is this being backed by? What is the hidden motive behind me making this decision? Am I being fearful? Am I being prideful? Or am I being courageous? Or am I being faithful? Am I being doubtful? What is this doing? Remember, ask yourself, be aware, ask yourself, who is in control of this decision that I'm making? Because some people cannot understand it. Some people don't understand why they don't do the things that they know they should be doing that's going to get them the results that they want. And it's because this entity is stronger than them. This entity has took the wheel. This entity is steering the boat. Hence the reason why you need to understand the motives of all of these and understand what it is that they're trying to get. Where is this decision going to take me? Is it taking me closer or further away from wherever it is that I need to go? Where is it taking me? Because if it's taking me further away, why on earth am I going to listen to that type of voice? Why am I going to listen to that part of myself? Why? Why am I going to strengthen that thing? Because this is going to take me longer. It's going to take me the long way round to get my results. Do you know? That's all it is. Awareness and understanding. Third thing, feeding the right voices. You need to feed the right voices that's going to get you the results that you want. That's going to strengthen it. That's going to accelerate it. So it's just a 3-step plan. And I've given it to you on a plate. And it's simple as fuck. It's really that simple. It's not hard. It's not hard to take control of your life. It's not hard to get the results that you want. It's not hard to progress. But if you are struggling, message me the word clarity and we can speak. But I've just given you a blueprint on how to combat some of these things, because these are some of the reasons why some people have limited thought patterns, why some people are limited, because they're putting the limitations on themselves before there's even any limitation. The only barrier is you. Now, what's the one thing that all of these have in common? You. It's your results, it's your body, it's your mind, and it's you, the controller, the observer. All of it's to do with you. If you want to change your life, you can't change anything else. You've got to change within first. And this starts with by choosing what voices you want to listen to. So are you going to win the battle or are you going to lose? After this video, that battle, that war, it should be swept. You should be in victory. You should be like Nero, taking over. Right? Now listen. If you're enjoying this video, like, follow, subscribe. Got more content coming on the way. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you win the war within the mind. Stay tuned, man.